This video was really just supposed to be a hypothetical, but with LeBron being the third option of the Lakers now, this video is looking like more of a reality than anything else. Because when has LeBron ever been the third option? The time is coming sooner rather than later.
Okay, so as most of us know, LeBron announced his insanely anticipated second decision for October 7th, only for it to be a troll, for a Hennessy deal. And as much as I want to be mad at it, it was hilarious to see ESPN
get hyped for no reason, predicting what the second decision is going to be, thinking they're cooking,
only for it to mean nothing in the end.
They even made a 45-minute video, which they deleted. They essentially made 2 TV show episodes trying to predict what the second decision would be, only for it to be a troll.
And that was the second decision. But what if, in an alternate timeline, this wasn't a troll job? What if he used this opportunity in his second decision to announce what everyone thought it was going to be in the first place? His retirement. In his 23rd season, which, by the way, a number that holds a lot of significance in the basketball world, would be his last. How poetic would that be? And I'm letting you know right now, with all those factors leading up to his retirement, this would be a canon event. I mean, in the short time people thought this was real, we've already seen the effects. This is a literal before and after of the ticket prices of the final Lakers game in April at the end of the season. In this economy, this is diabolical.
And if this retirement was real, best believe it's not ending there. Ticket prices would have been your mortgage and your insurance. Fans would be getting priced out for the games LeBron would have been in. Certain arenas will get sold out with the quickness. There would be fans fighting outside of arenas. It would be looking like the purge out there.
In his retirement tour, there will be 4 games to watch out for. The first will be his final game versus the Rockets. The second will be his final game versus the Warriors. The third will be his final game versus Cleveland. And his fourth will be his final home game with the Lakers. The reason for the first is because KD is in the Rockets now. And if you know about the LeBron and KD comparisons, the LeBron and KD MVP talks, and the LeBron and KD rivalry in the 2010s, you know this is a big deal. This is basically closing a chapter. Speaking of closing a chapter, that final game versus the Warriors would be what I just said about LeBron and KD, but on steroids. Think about it. Bron versus Steph, one last time. Bron's greatest rival for a reason. That would be must-see TV. I know ticket prices would be an arm and a leg. That final game versus Cleveland might be the most important of them all because that's home. Not only is it home, but you also have to take into account the history between LeBron and Cleveland. With the first decision and how Cleveland reacted to that, and him coming back to Cleveland to win them their first championship in 50 years. And then if that connected to his second decision, man, what is this timeline? Why did that second decision have to be a troll? But yeah, that final Cleveland game will be like a fever dream. And then you have the final Lakers game of the regular season. That's self-explanatory. Like I said, I know you see them prices. But yeah, them ticket prices are going to be hit hard by this retirement tour. But that's not the only thing that's going to be affected. The Lakers would be the first team to be hit hard by this. Because with LeBron gone, the Lakers will be on the fast track to the future. Very similar to 2016 when Kobe Bryant was retiring. The only difference between then and now is that the Lakers didn't have a superstar to lead them there. Now that's a different story. Luka Doncic is expected to be the next face to the Lakers and carry on the legacy. In the few weeks he was gone, we've already seen it. You see right now, LeBron is just a placeholder for the next guy. You see right now, the Lakers are in a waiting period. But once LeBron retires, that waiting period ends. The Lakers won't be the only organization affected by this though. Best believe the entire league is gonna follow suit. From marketing to presentation to the way teams are set up to trades. That all changes. It's already started. And best believe the effects of this goes outside the NBA too. And let me say it right now. No, us content creators ain't safe either. And depending on how much content some of us make on LeBron, we may be putting the fries in the bag soon. Because here's the truth. For the past 23 years, LeBron was NBA content. It is what it is. But speaking of putting the fries in the bag, if I'm going to put the fries in the bag, I'm fine with it. But unless your name is Stephen A. Smith or Malika Andrews, everyone else who works for ESPN may be joining me, because once LeBron hangs it up, ESPN is finished. Look, ESPN, it's time to let the Bron versus Jordan GOAT debates go. You can only do so much with it. If you love something, set it free. Please. You are milking that cow dry. You're even seeing the effects right now. As LeBron is in the twilight of his career, he's naturally gonna give ESPN less and less to talk about. Why do you think Stephen A. Smith turned to politics? He needs something to yap about. Look, right now LeBron is paying ESPN's bills, their mortgage, and their insurance. Nobody in this new generation generates more buzz and more controversy and gives people something to talk about more than LeBron. And let's be real, it's due to LeBron's nature. He loves being in the spotlight. He loves being the center of attention. But outside of LeBron, who else is like that? Giannis literally referenced Tim Duncan as a source of inspiration to be when he retires. SGA, who just won a ring and led one of the greatest seasons in NBA history, winning the MVP and Finals MVP, got the Larry O'Brien trophy and did his parade, and we ain't seen him for the next 2 months. The only thing Luka does when he's not hooping is hooping. Halliburton is more with the WWE than he is with the NBA at this point. Anthony Edwards, for as loud as he seems, really just focuses on improving himself on the court. Tatum just wants to be the best he can be. Jokic literally exists. The only one who could have generated as much buzz for ESPN was Ja Morant when he was on the fast track to be the face of the league. And then what happened? ESPN shot themselves in the foot by calling him out on his antics, and he was forced to grow as a person. He's quiet now. They lost their breadwinner. Look, I pretty much understand that I just lied to your faces about Ja Morant. I obviously recorded this video a while ago, so for the sake of continuity, just pretend he's averaging 30 right now. Everybody in this generation is too much to themselves. ESPN is about to be looking for scraps, but they're not the main ones this retirement is going to hit. The main ones this retirement is going to hit is us, the fans. There are millions that's gonna be heartbroken by this. From fanboys to glazers to the people who are just fans of the game. And it's not just the NBA. This goes outside that bubble. LeBron means so much to the sports world in large. Him retiring would be like a constant that's supposed to be there, but it's not there anymore. Personally, I don't know if I'm ready to see LeBron retire either. I've never known an NBA without LeBron. And once that day comes, it's going to hit different. But don't get it twisted. That's not going to be everybody. There's a large fan base that once he retires, it's going to be a celebration. And I'm talking about his haters. You should have seen them when LeBron announced the second decision. They were about to throw a whole parade. When that day comes, it's officially going to be a national holiday. They're going to throw something on the grill and they're going to cook for the whole day, because they know in the end, all that hating was worth it. And after 20 years, they can finally rest. Here's the thing though. They might not realize it, but this is about to affect them negatively too. Most of them are mad that LeBron trolled them with the second decision, but they gotta understand, once LeBron retires, that's it. It's over. They're going to lose all purpose. And if you're a content creator who hates on LeBron and base most of your content off of LeBron, then I have some news for you. I think you want LeBron to stay put for a while. While I do think they will be able to pivot in content after his retirement, they gotta understand that LeBron gives them purpose. LeBron is the reason they wake up in the morning. LeBron keeps them going. They thrive off the negativity. And at this point, I'm just talking about the haters in general. The NBA would be better without him in it. That's what they would say. But then they will realize, to them at least, it's also boring without him in it. It's like Batman and the Joker. One cannot exist without the other. What are they gonna hate on next? SGA's foul baiting? Tatum? Let's be for real, man. Which brings me straight to my last point. Once LeBron retires, Skip Bayless gotta retire with him. Skip Bayless has redefined what it means to be a hater. And at this point, there's nothing left for Skip. And if I'm Skip, once that day comes, I'm making a thank you video for LeBron.
because he really gave Skip 20 years of straight content. Okay, conclusion statement time. The fact is that LeBron is such a staple in the world of basketball that once he retires, too much will change. And whether you want that change or not, it's honestly up to you.